Pete Thomas from season 2 of NBC's The Biggest Loser, giving you guys the week 12 update, season number 8. That's right. Now we've cut it down to the final 4 contestant, and this week we're going to decide the 2 that make it into the finals and the 2 that will have to be voted on. It's a foregone conclusion, we know already, because we know who has the most weight to lose, but we'll just go along with the show and see how things turn out. That's right. So the contestants are told that they're going to go home and they're going to have to return within 60 days. That's right. Within 60 days, they're going to return to the ranch. And we know what's going to happen in between there. You know, there's going to be some surprises, some visits, and all of that good stuff. And sure enough, the contestants go home to just wild, mad applause. You know, everybody is just happy to see them, and they've just done incredible things with their bodies. They've made incredible transformations. And then, of course, some drama starts. You know, there's some introspection about how I've gotten to the point that I was before I went on the ranch and why I'm here. And so you see some interpersonal struggles and all of that good stuff. That makes up for real life, that makes up for the reasons that we've gained weight. And then we have trainer visits. Bob and Jillian come to town and they visit the contestants, and we've also get special phone calls where Bob and Jillian make special phone calls to tell the contestants that, hey, surprise, 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 as if you didn't know, you're gonna have to run a marathon. That's right, it's become a tradition on The Biggest Loser that you're going to run a marathon. We used to run it on our own after the show was over, but now it's kind of mandatory for the finalists to run a marathon. And so the training begins. I think it was so neat to see Liz's training. You know, her walk to her mailbox is a mile, so she's just gonna run that mile back and forth. I thought that was kind of cool. But we see all different types of terrain, all different types of environments. Oh, I thought the other little neat thing was when there was a special video, encouragement video from Bob. I saw somebody in a chat room asking, you know, is Rudy looking at his video on the big screen? It was kind of funny, Anyway, and I thought the worst product placement of the season happened when Bob called into to Amanda and said that he had to drop off some Polar gum to her. Oh my God, that had to be the worst placement of the season. Anyway, so we see the contestants as they're preparing for their marathon, and then bam, the next thing you know, they're back out in California, and I happen to be out there at the same weekend working with Jillian, filming a video with Jillian. That's why she wasn't there. She was already booked up for another engagement. She was there at the very end. But anyway, so what you see there is all the contestants, the training and time that they put in, not just for the marathon, but all the time that they put in before that, all the time that they put in on the ranch paying off. We see Rudy is a stud. He finishes in just over 5 hours. Amanda comes in second. And then we see what I think is really one of the best teams in Biggest Loser history. Liz and Danny, they push through together right to the very end. Then we go to the weigh-in. And the weigh-in, of course, is a foregone conclusion. We know that the ladies are going to be at the bottom because they're the lightest in the loafers. You know, just think about that. We were talking about women who used to be above 250 pounds, and now we're saying they're a little light in the loafers. It's a compliment. It really is. And anyway, the women will have to be voted on. Which one is going to go over to the final 3? Is it going to be Liz or is it going to be Amanda? And by the way, Rudy and Danny have done some great things at home, but Danny has certainly taken a lead. And I think that if you're looking at the family dynamic there, you can see who has the most support at home and who's able to push and who's, you know, got to go and do other things, got to put in extra time at work and all that. And so it has come down to this: who will win The Biggest Loser? And so I've got some you got to check this out next week. You know, let me say all of this stuff, you know. Thanks for checking us out. This is winningman.com. We're brought to you by Focus My Health /Biggest Loser. But I just wanted to tell you, I've got some super secret information. I know who's going to win the finals. Okay, are you ready? The next winner of NBC's The Biggest Loser will be